The Bachelorette, men tell all only left us more convinced of the next Bachelor. Katie Thurston's The Bachelorette, the men tell all wasn't particularly thrilling. But it did confirm our love for one guy we're hoping to see back as The Bachelor. In this day and age, few things feel quite as pointless as The Bachelorette, men tell all. Or even The Bachelor, women tell all. Once upon a time, it was fun and exciting and juicy to watch all the contestants of the current Bachelor or Bachelorette season get back together to hash out their differences and get one last moment in the sun before their 15 minutes of fame ran out. But now, in the age of 24/7 social media and fleeting attention spans, it's getting harder and harder to see the point. A good chunk of tonight's episode was spent with someone called Hunter getting upset with someone called Carl. And there was a lot of discussion about someone called Thomas. Who wasn't even there. And it genuinely took us a minute to remember who any of these men were and what they were talking about. We cared about their drama for approximately 3 hours about a month ago, and since then, we've moved on. And if we've moved on, we can only imagine how much Katie Thurston has moved on. She barely had anything real to say to these men she dated for 5 minutes several months ago. And it almost felt like there was no reason to even have her there. Watching her try to give Michael a satisfactory answer as to why she wouldn't give him a second chance, months after she presumably got engaged to someone else before filming ended, was actually painful. And don't even get us started on Connor B's kiss with that audience member. It's unclear whether or not it was staged, but either way, it was quite uncomfortable. Also, remember how there's a pandemic? There's no way the audience quarantined for 2 weeks before this event. Then, as usual, the whole thing ended with a delightful blooper that only made us angrier that we didn't see more of it. Apparently, all season long, Greg was reciting poetry in a fake British accent, and all the men were joining him. It just sometimes feels like this show cuts out all the joyful bits to only give us the pain. Did we learn nothing from the movie Inside Out? You need them both. Anyway, all we really got from those men telling all was confirmation that a Caitlin Bristow and Tayshia Adams are just great as hosts, and B. Andrew S. should be the next Bachelor. The deal is a little different this year with a second season of The Bachelorette on its way, but of the men we have to choose from so far, Andrew is the one we're rooting for. He got a perfectly devastating goodbye with Katie, but not in a way that makes you think they aren't long over each other. And then made his exit like a true rom-com king. Tonight, he opened up about how he had never felt feelings before like he did with Katie, and now he's waiting for someone to pick me for me. He talked to Tayshia about not wanting to shy away from discussing interracial relationships and representing black men. He then declared himself a hopeless romantic. And it feels like the show could find an entire season's worth of contestants for him in the studio audience alone. When E!'s Daily Pop asked Andrew if he would say yes to being the Bachelor, he didn't say no. "I don't know," he said. "I definitely wouldn't jump into a yes right away. I am still looking for that supernatural walk into a grocery store love, or go to a bar and see her and fall in love that way." And you have to understand, it's definitely a process doing this. It's a lot, so it's definitely something I would have to have conversations about and really think about it. If he's not the Bachelor, Andrew could at least drop the name of his preferred grocery store for any interested parties. Hear from more of the men on their futures in the franchise, including a few Bachelor in Paradise teases, in the video above.